Hey you guys, Cisco here at the California Walking Store to talk about upgrades that you can do to your gun out of the box to make them shoot a little bit better. I'm talking specifically about the M4 because these are probably the easiest parts that you can change without too much effort. Other guns like the AK, the G36, they may have a little bit more trouble, but nevertheless these parts are still going to be have the same effect depending on which gun you use. The parts I have here on the counter, Isaiah's pointed down. These aren't the exact parts that I recommend, but they are more of a representation of what you could do to the gun. So first off, inner barrel. Out of the box, normally airsoft guns come with a 6.06 millimeter inner barrel. Depending on the length of the gun will depend on the length of your inner barrel. But getting a little bit of a tighter bore on the gun makes it that much more accurate. A 6.03 is what I personally use in all of my guns. That way I don't have to worry about too much jamming like with the tighter bore, but I still get great consistent accuracy with the 6.03. Mad Bulls are really good. The Lonex barrels and the Bravo barrels are really good as well. Prometheus, Magic Box, Miracle barrels, those are 6.06, but those ones are, the science behind that is a little bit different. But that's one thing that you could do. Pairing with this would be buckings. Right here I have Mad Bull Blue buckings. These ones are actually perform very well. This one is actually a modified flat hop nub that you would want to pair with a flat hop bucking. These will increase the consistency of the hop up or the backspin that the BB gives, making it have better range. Depending on what bucking you use, the nub that actually makes contact with the BB will be a little bit different. It may provide better contact, giving you better accuracy as well, so the BB isn't kind of just rolling around in the barrel. Another thing that you could do, not necessary depending on the gun, but the hop-up unit as well. Something that is a little bit more stiff that won't back out as you're firing it, so you don't have to worry about inconsistencies as well, of having to adjust the hop-up unit every time you fire it, just because you'll notice it flying really far and then slowly just start to lose its range. Finally, motors. These are the best way out of the box to increase either the rate of fire, the trigger response, or both, depending on the motor that you get. I have a ASG Infinite motor here, or Infinity motor here, and I have the Classic Army M2 Gold motor. This one's a balance motor, giving you good rate of fire and good trigger response. They're easy to install in the M4s, but like I said, depending on the gun, it may vary. But I've seen out of the box guns shooting 400 FPS with a very slow rate of fire. You just drop in at one of these stronger motors, and then the trigger response and rate of fire goes up dramatically. So depending on what motor you get will depend on the performance that you will receive. But those are three things that I personally recommend to do out of the box to get your gun to shoot that much better. We'll see you guys next time.